That's a really good question. Well, I mean, first of all, I think it's cumulative. I think there is a sense in which the flywheel is really beginning to turn. I think I've got to say that we have some amazing clergy who are working really faithfully with some very strong leadership teams, and some amazingly faithful congregations. So without question, their growth as a congregation, the sense of cohesion, coming together with their gifts, raising up leadership, all of that is increasing. So that's definitely there. I think as a diocese, it's because we have been able to commit to the things that we said we were going to do. So for example, with leadership development, we have really raised the game on pastoral care for our clergy. That is now kind of in its second year of inception, which means that all of our pastoral team are building even stronger relationship with the clergy they're dealing with. They're caring for, building rule of life, looking at their life kind of holistically, leaning in. When we all go through challenging times, and I think there's a in that care there's now a moment, an opportunity of freedom to say, actually I could do with some help at the moment. As a family, we're just going through a bit of a hard time, or there's these challenges, and we can kind of lean in there with kind of added care. And I think the culture has become that that's okay. No one has to be frightened of actually asking for help. And I think that comes out of the goodness of relationship that we've continued to build with the pastoral team. And then with leadership development, I mean, I think really getting alongside our clergy, our wardens and our vestries, and giving them the tools to say, okay, what is the Lord asking of you in your area? Where do you see him opening doors? What is the vision? And then, okay, how can we help you put that vision into action? So the Missional Planning Summit, which I think when we started, I don't doubt the clergy for thinking, oh my gosh, what is this? But now, all the testimony I'm receiving and the fruit that I'm seeing would tell me that this is a prayerful opportunity. It's almost like kind of withdrawing to the mountaintop with a team and bringing our best prayerful thinking, creating our plans, under the guidance of the Lord and the Spirit, leaning into his vision, saying, okay, if this is the big vision, what are we going to do in the next 12 months to get closer to it? And actually looking at some measurable goals. And I think that's terrific, because we actually have something to celebrate. It's like here's something that God has placed on our hearts, and we're seeing it actually come alive. We may not be all the way there yet, but there are definitely markers along the way that we can actually identify. And so that the Missional Planning Summit is amazing.